What's up, dear outsiders, and welcome back for the YouTube official TV series review. Yes, it's a TV series review as I watched the finale of Stranger Things season 5, episode 8, The Rights Up. And as you can see, many people is taking it devastated, happy. We're gonna dive in this review. I'm gonna explain spoilers, so if you haven't watched the finale, don't watch this review. Come later on, watch it later on, and yeah. So let's dive in, and I'm gonna share my perspective. So, the Rights Up, the volume 3, the Rights Up is here, and the finale that the Stranger Things have been finally giving Hawkins the send off we all also be waiting for. But did it hit all the marks? Big action, shocking deaths, emotional goodbyes. It's all in there, but not without a few bumps along the way. So when a show like Stranger Things ends, us people we are hoping for big moments, surprises, heartbreak, crazy action, and maybe a little closer to our favorite characters. Honestly, the Duffer Brothers managed most of that in this finale. It's very emotional and it's thrilling, and it also wraps up the story in a way that feels meaningful and even some parts feel a little bit predictable. The big battle, okay, let's talk about the action. So, basically, there's a lot in the big battle. The Hawkins crew goes all out against Vecna, which is played, as we know, by Henry Keel, and the Mind Flayer. 11, Kali, and Max, which also dive into Vecna's mind, which this is as a real physic showdown, while Hopper and Murray set explosives to collapse the Upside Down once and for all. Visually, it's stunning. The Mind Flayer might not have been the most interesting villain before, but the final fight, it was intense, scary, cinematic, like you are watching it in a cinema. And it really feels like a proper series finale. And Jamie Campbell Bower as Vecna, he's on another level here, and you feel both sympathy for Henry and fear of Vecna, and also at the same time. The epilogues and pacing, here's the tricky part. So basically, the last 45 minutes of the episode felt like multiple epilogues back to back. Each scene, set 18 months later, works on its own. Some are even amazing, but together it starts to drag. And for a sci-fi show that thrives on twists, the finale plays it pretty safe in places. And also, even the big reveal about Henry's connection to the Mind Flayer is weirdly underwhelming if you've been following the story, obviously, and revealing such an important part of Vecna's backstory via a stage play most fans never saw. And yeah, that didn't also land for everyone. Like for me, it didn't land. There were a lot of character moments, the heart of the show, like where the finale really wins. It's with the characters like 11. Oh my god, she was the emotional heart here. Her goodbye with Mike is heartbreaking, tender, and also deeply resonant. I literally cried during that scene. I did not want Eleven to sacrifice herself, man. I did not want it. Like, you have the main character. You could have done so much storylines. Yes, there were the military, but we could have the Duffer Brothers for me, like they could have done. Like, yes, she sacrificed herself, as we might know, and I'm coming more like she was just an illusion. But for some people, and for some people, no. Um, uh, and she could have came back. You could find something, Duffer Brothers. You literally could find something to do with 11, not like let her living her on alone, like sacrificing herself, and then we see her not dead. That's a huge question because it's an open ending for everyone. Because some people are saying that she's dead, and some people are saying that she's not dead. I believe that she's not dead. Mike's theory, I believe that he's right, because also when the song was playing Purple Rain, oh my god, man, the the emotional song and the emotional scene was literally top notch, perfect, man. So yeah, let's continue. Mike, I literally was worried for Mike. He finally gets moments that matter again, and Finn Wolfhard literally shines in those final scenes, man. Literally shines. There is also Cully, Sacrifice, which adds genuine tragedy, and side characters like Hopper, Joyce, and Murray, which get arcs that feel earned. And every major player gets a moment that reminds us why we followed them for so long. And that's Stranger Things at its best. Friendship, love, and sacrifice saving the day. The Vecna, yes, is complicated. The finale tries to make him tragic without redeeming him, which, yes, for that, I literally enjoyed it. Yes, he was manipulated as a child, but he still made choices that led to horror. And his obsession with time and his world building plans remains mysteries, yes, but this is a little bit frustrating, but also kind of a fitting for a villain like him. And while the defeat of Vecna the Mind Flayer and the Upside Down feels a little easy. It's also fun, and it gives every hero their moment to shine. Um, as my final thoughts, yes, yeah, the finale is a little long, and a few choices feel off, but at the end of the day, the right side up, which is called the right side up, does what matters most. Like it delivers most emotional playoffs, thrilling action, and closure for the characters we love. Um, as I told you, I literally cried after 11 sacrifice. It hit so hard, and then as the finale moved into giving everyone their happy endings, you don't really get to see Mike get a proper happy ending, which it felt kind of bittersweet. Like for me, 11 was the main protagonist. For me, as I said, you should have not done her like that. You should give her another story. If I was the Duffer Brothers, I could, yes, sacrifice herself, by Hopper knowing what she is gonna do, and she, how you say, Hopper then will let know Mike that she's still alive and she's waiting for him, or they get her back, and Mike finally sees her. Or Mike literally fly to another country and he see her. Because he could have gone to the three waterfalls, Mike, because we saw 11 at the three waterfalls, man. So why? Why you are gonna put the main character alone at the three waterfalls, surviving alone? Yes, 11 is gonna survive for sure, but why? Why you give her that ending? I can't I can't know that. Yes, as some people do believe she is dead, I think that she is not dead. I think the Duffer Brothers continued with a open ending, so like we see somehow. And also we saw in the final scene that they give us a hint of the spin-off with the new characters, Holly Wheeler, Delightful Derek, Dipshit Derek. Um, uh, so yeah, we still need to see. I think like in 10 years time they may do some a little bit reunion, but I do not know. So yeah, if I were to rate it, honestly, for this episode alone, I'd give it maybe a 9 or 9.5 out of 10. I literally enjoyed watching the episodes. The final scene between Vecna and Eleven was very strong, with Will obviously helping her. Every character has every character had its arc and moments. Every character shine in this moment. Yes, we saw Steve was gonna fall to that. That was what the Jimmy Kimmel interview was, not of volume 2, but it was of volume 3, because he was gonna fall, and Jonathan, his biggest hater, saved him. Um, we see everyone having their, like I told you, we see everyone having their happy endings, and yes, it was very nice and bittersweet. But yeah, that I didn't like. They like for me they killed off 11 for me because Mike was explaining the theory, and they, like Lucas, Dustin, Max, Will, they were not believing at first because it's just a theory of Mike. But then they say that they believe, and we see the final episode like finishes with the new characters. So yeah, but that's what I think. So I give it a 9.5. Um, uh, because yeah, eventually I didn't like the choice of the ending. But looking, this is the maybe the question that you're gonna ask me. Looking at the whole series as a whole, I give Stranger Things a solid 10 out of 10. It's impossible that I not give it a 10 out of 10 because this show, it's been incredible right from start to finish after 9 massive years, and yeah, it's very nice. But as I said, the ending for me, I did not like it at all. Yes, I liked for all the characters like Hopper, engaged to Joyce, uh, Will, having a boyfriend, um, uh, Max and Lucas together, Dustin graduate, Steve also becoming a coach. I literally liked every of it, don't get me wrong. But the choice of 11, no way, man. No way. I wanted to Mike and 11 end up together, but that's what the Duffer Brothers did. So yeah, yes, that's it. Um, uh, so Stranger Things season 5 has finished, and the whole series has finished. We started 2026 with Stranger Things. Yes, when it premiered, I literally watched it at 2 a.m. Then I finished it like a 4 4 p.m. A.m. Sorry, and then obviously I'm doing the review right now, like it's in the morning, obviously. Um, uh, so yeah, that's the final end of Stranger Things. And as they say, it's been a pleasure watching it. And also, as they say, friends, the famous quote of Stranger Things: "Friends don't lie." But now another one is "Friends say goodbye." So yeah, that is the final of Stranger Things that we have watched through those 9 years. And yeah, we'll see what maybe the spin-offs will be, and also maybe returns or like that. So yeah, thank you guys. I literally enjoyed doing this review. Share your thoughts of Stranger Things season 5 volume 3, and if you want of the whole season and like that. And yeah, if you have some friends, as usual, suggest them to subscribe and like. Thank you so much. Really appreciate it. And yeah, thank you guys, and have the rest of the day and a happy new year. Uh, and have the rest of the day a good day. Thank you guys, and bye bye. Inside this. Bye.